Imagine entire continents reshaped by ancient hands, 10 colossal Amazonian earthworks that most people have never seen, and number 1 is something almost nobody guesses. Stay until the end to discover the ultimate hidden marvel. Imagine a series of giant lines and circles etched into the dense Acre rainforest, visible only from high above. First spotted by researchers scanning satellite photos, these geoglyphs stretch up to 300 meters across and form precise geometric patterns, squares, spirals, and animal silhouettes. Archaeologists estimate they were created between 1,000 and 1,500 years ago, likely for ceremonial or territorial purposes, and their construction would have required coordinated labor and knowledge of large-scale surveying. The sheer scale suggests a social organization far beyond what was previously assumed for Amazonian groups. While some scholars argue the shapes could be natural, most agree the regularity points to intentional design. Next up at rank 9, we encounter a mound that challenges our ideas about Amazonian fish and monumental architecture.
Buried beneath the floodplain of the Purus River, the Pirarucu Mound rises like a silent sentinel of ancient engineering. Measuring roughly 30 meters in diameter and 12 meters high, this earthen platform appears to have been built to store the massive Pirarucu fish, a species prized for its size and nutritional value. Radiocarbon dating of organic layers within the mound suggests construction around 800 CE, a period when riverine trade networks flourished. Researchers believe the mound functioned both as a fish trap and a communal gathering spot, indicating sophisticated resource management and social coordination. The presence of pottery shards and stone tools around its base reinforces its role in daily life. Stay tuned for rank 8, where a causeway stretches across a river, linking distant settlements in a feat of engineering.
Recent LiDAR surveys have uncovered a massive stone causeway crossing the Acre River, extending over 2 kilometers and connecting 2 previously isolated settlement clusters. Built from tightly packed river stones and earth, the causeway rises just enough above flood levels to remain passable year-round, a crucial advantage in a region where seasonal inundation can isolate communities for months. Estimates place its construction between 900 and 1,200 CE, implying coordinated labor and an understanding of hydrology. The alignment of the causeway with celestial markers suggests a ceremonial component, perhaps linking sacred sites on either bank. Its durability is evident. Even after centuries of erosion, the structure remains discernible. Up next, rank 7 reveals a complex of earthworks that defies conventional settlement patterns.
Surprisingly, the São Raimundo Complex consists of interlocking terraces, plazas, and defensive walls that cover an area larger than many European medieval towns. The terraces, some rising 15 meters, were likely used for both agriculture and habitation, indicating a multifaceted use of the landscape. Defensive walls, built from compacted earth and reinforced with wooden palisades, encircle the central plaza, suggesting concerns over conflict or ritual separation. Pottery analysis points to a cultural horizon shared with other Amazonian groups, dating the complex to roughly 1-2001-500 CE. The scale of the construction implies a centralized authority capable of mobilizing large labor forces, challenging the notion of solely small, egalitarian bands in the Amazon. In a moment, we'll explore an ancient network of earthworks that stretches across the Juruá Basin.
Ancient engineers left behind an expansive network of earthen embankments, mounds, and canals across the Juruá Basin, covering hundreds of square kilometers. These features appear to form a grid-like pattern, linking agricultural fields, ceremonial plazas, and water management channels. Some embankments rise up to 10 meters, while canals were likely used to control seasonal flooding and transport goods. Researchers propose that the network facilitated trade and communication among dispersed communities, acting as an early Amazonian infrastructure system. The precise alignment of many structures with cardinal directions hints at astronomical knowledge, possibly used for agricultural timing. Although many sections remain overgrown, remote sensing continues to reveal new connections. Coming up at rank 5, we find a circular enclosure that may have served as a monumental gathering place.
Scientists have mapped a near-perfect circular earthwork on the banks of the Purus River, spanning roughly 250 meters in diameter. The enclosure consists of a raised earthen rim, a shallow ditch, and an interior platform that may have supported wooden structures now long decayed. Radiocarbon samples from charcoal within the ditch suggest construction around 1000 CE, aligning with a period of heightened regional interaction. The geometry of the circle, combined with its orientation toward the solstitial sunrise, points to a ceremonial function, perhaps linked to agricultural rites or communal gatherings. Artifacts recovered nearby include finely crafted ceramics and stone tools, indicating a society with specialized artisans. Up next, rank 4 brings us a megastructure that dwarfs even these impressive formations.
Mysterious in both scale and purpose, the Xingu Megastructure rises like a hidden fortress beneath the canopy, covering an area comparable to a modern small town. Built from compacted soil, wooden posts, and stone foundations, the structure includes multiple concentric walls, large plazas, and raised residential platforms. Estimates based on stratigraphy suggest it was active between 800 and 1300 CE, a period of flourishing cultural exchange in the Upper Xingu. The inner courtyard shows evidence of ritual fire pits, while peripheral zones contain storage pits for manioc and fish, indicating a complex economy. Its defensive walls, up to 6 meters high, imply organized conflict or the need for protection against external threats. Some scholars argue the layout mirrors cosmological models, aligning with cardinal points and celestial events. Next, rank 3 uncovers a platform that may have supported an entirely different kind of activity.
Over the tidal flats of Marajó Island, archaeologists discovered a massive raised platform extending nearly 500 meters along the riverbank. Constructed from layers of compacted earth and timber pilings, the platform appears to have served as a flood-resilient settlement core, allowing inhabitants to live above the seasonal inundation that can reach several meters. Ceramic fragments and ornamental shells found atop the platform date it to roughly 500 CE, a time when the island supported dense populations engaged in fishing, pottery, and trade. The platform's surface shows evidence of post holes, suggesting wooden structures once stood there, possibly communal houses or ceremonial halls. Its sheer size and engineering sophistication challenge earlier assumptions that the Amazon lacked permanent, large-scale habitation. In rank 2, we'll navigate a labyrinthine network that seems designed to confuse and protect.
Legend says the Upper Rio Negro Labyrinth was a defensive maze of earthen walls and narrow corridors, sprawling over 3 square kilometers. Built from raised embankments and interlocking pathways, the labyrinth could conceal entire villages while deterring invaders unfamiliar with its twists. Carbon dating of organic material within the walls points to a construction window between 900 and 1200 CE, aligning with regional periods of increased intergroup competition. The design incorporates strategic dead ends and observation points, suggesting sophisticated knowledge of spatial control. Artifacts recovered include weapon fragments and ceremonial items, hinting at both martial and ritual uses. Some researchers propose the labyrinth also served as a ceremonial pilgrimage route, with participants navigating symbolic journeys. Finally, at rank 1, we encounter the Amazonian Great Earthwork, a colossal construction that eclipses all others in scale and mystery.
Finally, the Amazonian Great Earthwork, often dubbed the Amazonian Pyramid, towers up to 70 meters high and spans over 1.5 kilometers at its base, making it the largest known pre-Columbian earth formation in the continent. Discovered through a combination of LiDAR, satellite imaging, and on-ground surveys, this monumental mound features a step design reminiscent of Mesoamerican pyramids, yet built entirely from locally sourced soil and reinforced with timber frameworks. Preliminary dating places its primary construction phase between 1000 and 1300 CE, with later modifications extending into the 15th century. Inside, researchers have identified chambers that may have held elite burials, ritual caches, and evidence of astronomical alignments pointing toward solstitial events. The scale of labor required, potentially tens of thousands of workers over decades, implies a highly organized society with complex political and religious structures, fundamentally reshaping our understanding of Amazonian prehistoric capabilities. This awe-inspiring monument caps our countdown, illustrating the profound ingenuity hidden beneath the rainforest canopy.
We've traveled from modest geoglyphs to an awe-inspiring megastructure that forces us to rethink Amazonian history, illustrating how sophisticated pre-Columbian societies could carve massive works from living forest. If you want more eye-opening discoveries, Subscribe so you don't miss the next list, new mind-blowing content every week. Which earthwork surprised you most? Let me know in the comments below, and if you enjoyed the journey, please give this video a like. Your support keeps these stories alive.